Hey pop shoppers, welcome to Ed Rambo's little corner of the world.
You to me are sweet as roses in the morning. You to me are soft as summer rain at dawn. In love we share, that's something rare. The sidewalks in the street, the concrete and the clay beneath my feet begins to crumble, but love will never die. Because we'll see.
Good evening, everyone. Ed Rambeau here with my little corner of the world, hoping this evening finds you all well and in good spirits. Before announcing tonight's theme, however, there is one solemn moment that needs to be addressed. And that, of course, is the passing of Thomas Agugliaro, who was one of Stu Weiss's very dear friends. So to you, Stu, please accept my most heartfelt condolences, and I'm sure I'm speaking for all of our mutual listeners as well. For no pain compares to the loss of a dear friend or family member. So please know that our thoughts are with you, Stu, and our sympathy as well. On the brighter side, I'd like to extend a very happy belated birthday to one of my most ardent listeners. He not only catches every single show, but also takes the time to comment on every show song by song on Facebook, for which I'm truly grateful. His name is Bill Knotts. So happy belated birthday, Bill, and may this be just the start of many more to follow, for you are truly a prince among men. And now for tonight's theme, the Great White Way. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the term, and also for those of you who may be familiar with it but don't know its derivation, here's a little history on the subject. The Great White Way is a nickname for a section of Broadway in Midtown Manhattan, specifically the portion that encompasses the theater district between 42nd and 53rd Streets and encompassing Times Square. In 1880, a stretch of Broadway between Union Square and Madison Square was illuminated by brush arc lamps, making it among the first electrically lighted streets in the United States. By the 1890s, the portion from 23rd Street to 34th Street was so brightly illuminated by electrical advertising signs that people began calling it the Great White Way. When the theater district moved uptown, the name was transferred to the Times Square area. The phrase, the Great White Way, has been attributed to Shep Friedman, columnist for the New York Morning Telegraph in 1901, who lifted the term from a title of a book about the Arctic by Albert Payne. In other words, the Great White Way is simply Broadway, and that's our theme for tonight. Broadway has not only given us some incredible music, but also many songs that have become major hits and popular standards, such as my first selection for this evening. It's the title song from Anything Goes. Hope you enjoy it.
In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking. Now heaven knows, anything goes. Good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use four-letter words, writing prose. Anything goes. The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and black's white today, and day's night today, and most guys today that women prize today are just silly gigolos. So though I'm not a great romancer, I know that you're bound to answer when I propose. Anything goes. Ooh, that's so cool. I like that. Yeah, you foul. Anything goes. The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and black's white today, and day's night today, and most guys today that women prize today are just silly gigolos. So Though I'm not a great romancer, I know that you're bound to answer when I propose. Whoa, anything goes.
Here's a song from Dreamgirls, found on my CD entitled 5 Minutes, Mr. Rambo. It's also a Broadway tune I don't think I've ever played before on any of my previous shows. Therefore, please enjoy the debut of my version of Family.
She said, what about what I need? What about what's best for me? And she went on to say, what about how I feel? When we told her she had to go, how do you think it felt to hear her say, what about me? What about me? And I said, it's more than you. It is more than me. No matter what we are a family. This dream is for all of us. This one can be real. And you can't stop us now because of how you feel. It's more than you. It is more than me. Whatever dreams we had, they're for the family. We're not alone anymore. Now there are others there. And that dream's big enough for all of us to share. So don't think you're going, you're not going anywhere. You're staying and taking your share. And if you get afraid again, I'll be there. We are a family, like a giant tree, branching out toward the sky. We are a family. We are so much more than just you and I. We are a family, like a giant tree, growing stronger, growing wiser. We are growing free. We need you. We are a family.
That was my rendition of Family from the Broadway show Dreamgirls, and I hope you enjoyed it. Moving on with our theme, The Great White Way, the next song became the biggest hit from the Broadway production of Annie. I'm sure you've guessed it. It's called Tomorrow.
The sun'll come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none.
When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say, the sun'll come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow, come what may. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. I said tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
That, of course, was Tomorrow from the Broadway show Annie, not to be confused with Annie Get Your Gun. I recorded 2 songs from the Broadway show Fiddler on the Roof, but neither of them are found on any of my 3 Broadway CDs. Tonight, I'm going to play these 2 recordings back to back, so please enjoy both Sabbath Prayer followed by Sunrise, Sunset.
May the Lord protect and defend you. May He always shield you from shame. May you come to be in Israel a shining name. May you be like Ruth and like Esther, may you be deserving of praise. Strengthen them, O Lord, and keep them from the stranger's ways. May God bless you and grant you long life. May the Lord fulfill our Sabbath prayer for you. May God make you good mothers and wives. May He send you husbands who will care for you. May the Lord protect and defend. May the Lord protect and defend. May the Lord preserve you from pain. May the Lord preserve you from pain. Favor them, O Lord, with happiness and peace. Oh, hear our Sabbath prayer. Is this the little girl I carried? Is this the little boy at play? I don't remember growing older. When did they? When did she get to be a beauty? When did he grow to be so tall? Wasn't it yesterday when they were small? Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the days. Seedlings turn overnight to sunflowers. blossoming even as we gaze. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years, one season following another, laden with happiness and tears. What words of wisdom can I give them? How can I help to ease their way? Now they must learn from one another, day by day. They look so natural together, just like two newlyweds should be. Is there a canopy in store for me? Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years, one season following another, laden with happiness and tears.
You just heard two selections from Fiddler on the Roof, Sabbath Prayer and Sunrise Sunset. For those of you who may have just tuned in, you're listening to Ed Rambeau, and this is My Little Corner of the World on Good Time Oldies Radio. That's goodtimeoldies.info. Tonight's theme, The Great White Way, a term attributed to the Broadway Theater District. Before moving on, however, let's all give a great big hello to America's favorite pussycat, Talking Tom. What have you got to say to these kind folks tonight, Tom?
On the avenue, Fifth Avenue, the photographers will slap us.
Excuse me there, little fella. First of all, I think you're a little late. And secondly, it's the photographers will snap us, not slap us.
Apparently you didn't catch Angelina in her Easter bonnet, Eduardo.
Never mind. What have you got for us tonight?
Well, I got a lot of complaints from my fans about the song I wrote and sang on my last appearance. They felt it ended sadly with my girlfriend's ring going down the drain. So, I decided to write a fourth verse and make it a happy ending.
All right, that sounds good. Would you like me to sing it?
I'd rather be eaten by a pit bull.
Now. Then come on, let's hear it.
Okay, here goes. I don't believe my girlfriend could have been any dumber. Her ring went down the drain, so I had to call a plumber. He told her don't be hopeful as he searched within the pipes. Then suddenly I heard her yell out, yipes! He found my Christmas present, birthday present, and my Easter bonnet, my Halloween party, and my New Year's Eve fun, my graduation gift, and my Valentine candy, all rolled into one. Son of a gun.
Terrific, Tom. Just terrific. I'm so glad you decided to make it a happy ending. Now, how about another happy ending by you saying goodnight?
With very hurt feelings, I'd like to say good evening to all my fans. See you in 2 weeks, but for now, my catnip awaits.
Good night, Tom, and enjoy your catnip. Meanwhile, let's get back to tonight's theme, folks. The Great White Way, with a wonderful ballad from Frank Loesser's Guys and Dolls. Found on my Broadway CD, here's the beautifully written I've Never Been in Love Before.
before. Now all at once, it's you. It's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before. So this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. You see, I've never been in love before.
Such a beautiful ballad from Guys and Dolls, isn't it? I've never been in love before. This next selection is from Gypsy, and you'll rarely, if ever, hear it sung by a male artist, mostly due to the very last word in the song. Well, I liked this song so much that I decided to change a few words, and especially the final word, by using my very own last name. The song is Some People.
Some people can get a thrill knitting sweaters and sitting still. That's okay for some people who don't know they're alive. Some people can thrive and bloom, living life in a living room. That's perfect for some people of 105. But I at least gotta try. When I think of all the sights that I gotta see at, all the places I gotta play, all the things that I gotta be at, come on, Papa, what do you say? Some people can be content playing bingo and paying rent. That's peachy for some people, for some humdrum people to be. But some people ain't me. I had a dream A wonderful dream, Papa. All about June in the Orpheum Circuit. Give me a chance and I know I can work it. Oh, what a dream. Just as real as can be, Papa. There I was in Mr. Orpheum's office, and he was saying to me, "Kid, get yourself some new orchestrations, new routines, and red velvet curtains. Get a feathered hat for the baby, photographs in front of the theater. Get an agent, and in jig time you'll be being booked in the big time." Oh, what a dream. A wonderful dream, Papa. And all that I need is $88, Papa. That's what he said, Papa. Only $88. Goodbye to blueberry pie. Good riddance to all the socials I had to go to, all the lodges I had to play, all the Shriners I said hello to. Hey, LA, I'm coming your way. Some people sit on their butts. Got the dream, yeah, but not the guts. That's living for some people, the some humdrum people, I suppose. Well, they can stay and rot. But not Rambo.
This next song is found on my CD entitled Broadway 2. However, I actually recorded 2 versions of this song. Therefore, I'd like to play for you the version that is not only not the one on my Broadway 2 CD, but also has never been heard on my show before. It's from the Broadway smash A Chorus Line, and it's called One.
Singular sensation, every little step she takes. One thrilling combination, every move that she makes. One smile and suddenly nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with you. Know who won. Moment in her presence and you can't forget the rest. For the girl is second best to none. Son, ooh, sigh, give her your attention. Do I really have to mention she's the one? One singular sensation, every little step she takes. One thrilling combination, every move that she makes. One smile and nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with you. Know who won. Moment in her presence and you can't forget the rest. For the girl is second best to none. Son, ooh, sigh, give her your attention. Do I really have to mention she's the one? Singular sensation, every little step she takes. One thrilling combination, every move that she makes. One smile and suddenly nobody else will do. Take a good look at her. You know you'll never be lonely with you. Know who won. Moment in her presence and you can't forget the rest. For for the girl is second best to none. Son, ooh, sigh, give her your attention. Do I really have to mention she's the one?
Well, as most of you have often said in the chat room, this half hour just seems to whiz on by. But before this one bites the dust, my friends, in closing I've chosen a very upbeat song from the Broadway show Little Me. This great tune has always been a personal favorite of mine, and I hope you enjoy it as well. It's called On the Other Side of the Tracks.
On the other side of the tracks, that is where I'm going to be. On the other side of that great divide between fame and fortune and me. Gonna put my shadows behind me, give my inhibitions the axe, and tomorrow morning you'll find me on the other side of the tracks. On the other side of that line, where the life is fancy and free. Gonna sit and fan on my fat divan while the butler buttles the tea. But for now I'm facing the fences, and I can't afford to relax till the whole caboodle commences on the other side of the tracks. So I'm off and running over the rail, I've gone gunning after the quail. Off and running, send me the mail to the great big world on the other side. The great big world on the farther side. The great big world on the other side of the tracks. So I'm off and running over the rail, I've gone gunning after the quail. Off and running, send me the mail to the great big world on the other side. The great big world on the other side. The great big world on the other side of the tracks. Said the great big world on the other side. The great big world that'll open wide. That great big world on the other side of the tracks.
This is Ed Rambeau, thanking you all for joining me tonight, and I hope to see you again 2 weeks from this evening. Until then, from my little corner of the world to yours, here's wishing you a joyous evening with Stu, along with an awesome weekend ahead. Now allow me to return you to Mr. Stu Weiss and his Pop Shop Extraordinaire. Good night with buckets of love, everyone!